What's up, dudes? Scorpion K3 here again with some modded Minecraft. Going back into our world. Last time we completed our smeltery. This time we need to get some resources, build our first Tinker's Construct tool, and we'll go from there. Tinker's Construct is just the best, in my opinion. One of the best quality of life mods that have come out in quite a while. For now, though, I think we need more resources is our issue. Yeah, because we were working on making things out of clay. And I'm probably just going to banish whatever clay we have. How much clay is in there? 3 blocks worth. Yeah, I'm just going to... If you delete that with stuff in it, it'll... Ah, god darn. Yep. If you delete that block, it'll delete everything inside the smeltery. So do be careful if you have anything in there, because it'll all go away. And most people don't want that. And you're also going to make a bed, which makes life a lot easier, because then we can sleep during the night and not have to worry about getting horrifically murdered by all the monsters in the world. I don't like dying. It hurts. And I don't have a spawn point yet, so it would be even worse. Make a quick little hidey hole bedroom back here, I suppose. At least if we sleep near the furnaces, we know we'll be warm all night long. There we go. Is it not nighttime? I'm going to make it nighttime. That way I can sleep and mark my spawn point. I apologize for nothing. I'm not going to feel too bad about using a little bit of shenanigans powers, because it's my world and my rules. For now, we gotta search for some iron. Now, if I remember right, there should be a mod called OreGen. Yes, WorldGen. So it shows us the best spawn point for iron ores between 0 and 65. So just any point in the underground has a good chance of it. So I think we'll grab our pickaxe and we'll probably make another one just in case we find any diamond. I'll actually take it out of the thing. Make another iron pickaxe in case we find any diamond. And make another stone pickaxe because the one we have is a little rough. Now as for clay stencils, where did we put them? They should be in here. Yeah, there's the clay plates, the clay hammerhead. So let's go search for some iron. I'm gonna choose to search a bit lower where we should find some rare resources. Kind of hard to see, but on our mini-map display it shows that we're at Y12. Now Y12 is a pretty good location because it's low enough for us to find diamonds and low enough to find, well, everything else too. You don't generally have to be any lower than 12 to find resources. Excuse me. But the lower you are, the more likely you'll find the rare resources. But lower levels also mean lava. And lava, well, lava sucks. Because you die, everything spills out, and it all gets melted away. And I'd prefer to avoid that. Now for our Tinker's Construct hammer, we will need 8 ingots for one plate. We have 2, so we'll need 16 for the plates, and then we will need 16, or we'll need another 8 for the hammerhead. So in total, we'll need 24, but since we're using the smeltery, we only need to find 12. And that's one of the many beauties of the Tinker's Construct smelteries. It doubles your ores, so you only need to find half as much for things you want. Which, I don't know about you guys, but I thoroughly appreciate. It means I spend less time down here grinding for resources. And hey, we found a nice little deposit of iron, so throw down another torch. I might give myself infinite torches so that you guys can see alright. Ooh, a lapis lazuli. That is something I very much want. Is there any more nearby? Or was it just the one block? Sometimes, yeah, blocks are catty-cornered to themselves, but in a 3-dimensional space, that means it's a lot harder to track it all down. I can't be sated to assume that that's it. I'm going to look around just a little bit more, because we'll need a lot of lapis over the course of our Tinker's Construct thing, because you can add lapis to your Tinker's Construct tools, and it gives them the fortune and luck buff, so you'll get more resources once you actually have the tool up and running. Yeah, I think that's all the lapis in the area. Okay, we'll head back down. Continue on our long, boring mine shaft. It's not ideal, but once I get the Tinker's Construct tool, you'll see why I have a tendency of doing these long Minecrafts. This particle effect, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but it's indicative of ender ore, which they're really nice to have, unless one of those jerks spawn out of it, because the ender ore gives us ender powder, which we can then use to create Eye of Ender. So we don't have to hunt Enderman for the Eye of Ender. We can just create it with resources, which, if you ask me, is much nicer than having to hunt Enderman, because they hit pretty hard early game, and I don't have any armor yet. So I'm all for little cheatsy hacks to avoid dealing with the Enderman. And redstone, we always need more redstone. I think that's enough iron for what we need, actually. Yeah, 14. I think for now, I will head back up to the surface and get our Tinker's Construct smeltery smelting away. And then we'll be able to make our first Tinker's Construct tool. And arguably my favorite Tinker's Construct tool, which is the hammer. You'll see why once we get it up and operational. I think I need to go start a farm on the surface so that I can stop running out of food, because food concerns are just kind of annoying to have to deal with for an extended period of time. Throw all those in there, dump our resources, come back out here. Do we have a hoe yet? No. So I will make a hoe. But just a stone one, because we don't need a super fancy hoe. Let's see, what do we have for seeds? Okay, we have regular seeds. And I'm going to make some pumpkin seeds. I think that's all I will worry about for now. If I had any flax, I might plant some flax, but I think we'll worry about flax a bit later. Yeah, so I will plan on making a farm with this as my centerpiece. Now I could run down to the river. Ooh, wait. That makes life easier. Making farms is a bit of an optimized thing. Water sources will hydrate up to a diagonal 4 away. So you can have a farm this big without ever needing tons of water. So you can just make a nice little square with just the one source for water, and it really simplifies your land management, so you don't have to worry about having a bunch of space taken up by water everywhere, so you can maximize farm ground to water, or farm ground to land ratio. And all it requires is the one bucket of water. I'm gonna run around and punch grass a little bit, see if I can't get some more seeds after I finish hoeing the earth. Now, if you've noticed, while I was hoeing, there was these little guys popping out that I was collecting. They're worms. And in this particular mod pack, those worms speed up the growth of your plants. Excuse me. Speed up the growth of your plants in a 3x3 area. So they're really quite nice to have, especially when you're starting out on a farm. So we will throw that up, bring these guys down, and we have 4 worms. So if I put him here, he will make all 3 of these spaces hydrate faster, grow faster, and then to space things out properly, we'll do it like that. Plant our seeds in our worm zones, and we will see them grow much faster than they would just by themselves. I'll let that start growing. See if I... Oh, my pumpkin. Wait, I want to get my pumpkins operational. Now, pumpkins need a space for the pumpkin to grow onto. So I'm actually going to plant them along the edge so that they can grow outwards. And replant the rest of this stuff. There we go. Now the pumpkins... These pumpkins over here might grow... Actually, I can prevent that. Never mind. Let's prevent that. There we go. Now the pumpkin should all grow up, and then the plant should come to this outside edge instead of taking over that inside edge. Yeah, cool. Do I have any bones? I know I've killed some monsters, but don't know if I've killed enough to get bone. I'm not seeing any, but by now our iron should be sufficiently melted. Yep. So let's test this out. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, looks like it's working. Looks like we can use these casts to create things. Now, are they one-time use? We'll find out. I hope they're multi-use, because that would make my life really easy if I can use clay instead of gold, because I want to use gold for other things that are much nicer than that. Making progress, gotta look cool. Oh, yep, the cast disappeared, but hey, that's still easier than using gold, because I have clay for days. It just means I'll have to make a new cast every time, which I don't mind. It may take a little bit of time, but it's better than having to spend a bunch of resources. Now we'll be making the hammer. And I like using iron for a starting tool because it's a good damage ratio, balances a little bit between speed and diggability, and it's iron, it's fairly easy to get a hold of. Now with Tinker's Construct you can upgrade, and those upgrades will really start to manifest themselves once you actually get your tool running. But I will be adding a speed enhancer to it to make it run faster. And then I will be eventually adding some other things to increase its durability. Now this is just going to be our go-to tool from now on. I'll keep an iron pickaxe around to help with a little bit of localized mining, because this has the beautiful feature of mining a 3x3. So it really clears out resources a lot faster. So you'll be able to see that benefit us a lot as we're going through our time in the mines. Take a quick nap so that the monsters go away. And also the hammer, this iron sword has 6 attack damage, This has 5.8, so you can see an iron hammer has about the same equivalent of an iron sword, so you can attack with it as well as mine with it. It's kind of multifunctional, so you don't have to have a sword taking up a slot if you have other things going on. For now, I need food, so I'm going to run over here and try and get some berries, which aren't the best, but they're better than nothing. Yeah, raspberries. What are you? Oh, you're a little harpy. No, go away. I hate when the little enemies come after me. Ouch! Luckily, we have our spawn point set. Where did I die at? Over there. I mean, I like Grimoire Gaia because it lets you do some cool things, but the enemies that spawn when you're still early game are just rude. Come on, follow me. Come away from my death point. I have nothing to kill you with right now, so... You think you have a victim over here, yes? But you would be wrong. Because... Whoop, messed up my jump. Because I can... Oh, you can jump too. Ow, you're gonna hurt me a lot, aren't you? You know what? Fine, just kill me. I'll respawn and go to my other death point. I don't even mind. Go back over here to my other death point. And we learn about one of our other mods that we have installed. Our death save. Just poof, and we got our items back. Yay! And I suppose I respawned with full food, so that saves me a little bit of effort. I will harvest this barley, because while not as good as wheat, in my opinion, and visually, I think it looks a bit gross. It spawns wild all over the place, and you can still use it to make bread. And thankfully, this mod pack has Pam's Harvest Craft in it, which allows for some alternate recipes. Normally you go like this to make bread, but with this mod pack you can go like this and make barley flour. And the flour can each be made into its own unique bread. You have to add some coal, but we're cooking the flour into bread, so we'll save on resources. Instead of only getting 4 bread, I will get 12. You just have to sacrifice some time of resources. And you can do the same thing with normal wheat. I just prefer wheat to grow as opposed to barley. And it looks better, if you ask me. I think wheat looks prettier than the barley sprite. Now that we got some food, we will head down back into the mines to search for just general resources. I'm going to plan on mining for about 20-ish minutes. We'll see. Depends on how lucky we are with resource acquiring, but I build my mines like this so I can start here, and this is my main avenue, and I can search more efficiently by mining these large pathways, and then mark them with torches and multi-mine. Now I always leave a 2 wide gap in between them because I can always see the wall of this side here, and then once I start a mine on this side, I'll be able to see the wall on here. So if I mine like this, I'll be able to see all the resources from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks wide. Lowers your chance of missing resources in between, and it's just generally how I mine. Now this mod pack also has a light level detector, which shows how your light levels. Those red lines means that mobs can spawn there at any time. So by placing a torch down here, all those lines disappear. And I can use that to make sure my mines don't get too inundated with spawn zones and I don't have monsters coming up from my mines to kill me in my home, because that sounds really unfortunate. And I brought my shovel with me because clay likes to spawn down in the lower areas. And hey, look, diamonds. That makes me really happy, but I need to go put some lapis onto my tool so that I can ignore the yellow lines up here. That means mobs can spawn at night, but not during the day. Grab some more food while I'm at it. And then we will grab our lapis out of here, put our tool in, and then our lapis, and then we will have luck on our tool. And that means we have a better chance of getting multiple diamonds with each hit. That's really what we were hoping for, was to get multiple diamonds with a single blow. Now, with how low of a level I have, I probably won't get too lucky, but any chance for better is just that, a chance. So we mined 8 and got 8. Well, it is luck based. You can't guarantee fortune procking, but again, better than not trying that. And our shovel broke. Rude. I mean, I knew it was on its last legs, but still rude. And the hammer's great for mining large areas, but if you don't want to like mine up your floor, I suggest always bringing along a little pickaxe with you so that you can do some precision mining without blowing big holes in areas. Eventually we'll upgrade our hammer to mine an even wider area. That's one of my favorite things, of getting that width upgrade. Now, it may not seem like we're making much progress depth-wise, but you gotta remember we're mining... Oh yeah, also this tool sometimes spawns blue slimes, which is good because then we have more slime balls. And we want those to make more tool rods for our other tools that we'll be making. And gold is precious, so we will always try and mine gold. As you can see from my inventory, just a small amount of time mining results in a lot of resources gathered. But we don't want beasties spawning on our base, so always bring along torches. Ooh, we found some lava. And what looks like a little cavern area? Yeah, well, let's check out the lava. Well, looks like we'll need to repair our hammer here shortly. That's the only downside when you're mining with Tinker's Construct hammers, is they break fairly quick, but their durability is actually significantly higher. See, this only has a durability of 250. This has a durability of 537. So we can mine... Hey, guess what, Mr. Zombie? You made a booby trap. Hey, no. Yeah, thank you. And into the lava. Jerk. Just stay in there. Stay. Not rude. Why aren't you dead yet? God, that armor you had must have been pretty good. But hammers are great for edging along the lava and checking for resources. And my hammer just broke. So I will head back up to the surface, drop off my resources. Actually, I think I'll make a waypoint here. Level 12, 9. And then make a waypoint. Yay, our first pumpkins have come in. It makes me so happy. I'll be setting up jack-o'-lanterns all over the place eventually. And then I will make a waypoint here called bed. So now I will be able to throw all my resources in, grab an iron ingot. That's another nice thing, is to repair your tool, you don't have to go through a bunch of effort. You literally just slap on more of whatever you found. And boom. But for now, I'm going to add some more modifiers to my tool. Redstone is good for making the tool mine faster. And then diamond gives a significant durability increase and makes its mining level obsidian. So this hammer is now the same mining ability as a diamond pickaxe. So if I find any... Well, I guess I found lava. If I want to get some obsidian, I can. Yeah, I think I'll grab my bucket and bring some water down there with us. Grab some water from our source over here before all the beasties start spawning. Where was that? Ah, here it was. Go back down and take a nap before all the evil happens. Yeah. Okay, and then we shall head back down to our level 12 mine. I love teleporting. And since we have our fields of lava, let's have some fields of obsidian instead. This takes a bit of time, actually. I'm going to throw that there. Throw down some torches so the beasties don't spawn on our faces. And then I will mine that obsidian, so the water will automatically fall down to help prevent us from losing obsidian to lava melting, because that's a problem I've had a lot in the past. Yeah. Now we get... looks like we lost one to the lava, but hey, only losing one is a lot better than losing a bunch. Here. That works for me. Bat, please stay out of my view. Bats are annoying because they can just cross into your field and interrupt your mining, and then you have to start all over. I think that's what they were intended for, and that's both rude and hilarious, but mostly rude. So we'll do a bit of obsidian mining. I want to make a nether portal soon, but I also want to make some obsidian tools, because that's a thing you can do with this particular mod pack, is make tools out of obsidian. And that's really cool, because they're pretty powerful tools. And why aren't you spreading like normal water? There we go. That works. I just want to cover my whole area that I plan on mining. But the obsidian tools are cool, and I can make a nifty multi-tool that I plan on doing here once I get enough obsidian that I think everyone will appreciate. Because it saves a lot of time and effort, and just is generally a cool item to have. Okay, I think that'll probably be enough for what I want to do. Yeah. 33. Yeah, that should be enough. So for now, I'm going to go around and edge the lava. See if I can't find any resources that are useful to me. Redstone is always useful. We can always use more iron. Annoying dirt is annoying. And we brought along water for a reason. This is where having that mini tool is useful. Oh, I'm going to head back up to the surface, and I think call it for this episode. So we made some progress, but for now, I'm going to go. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.